Hello once again, audience. Very tired combustion out here. Um, Today, much more unscripted, much less scripted video. Uh, and yeah, I've gotten comments on my previous video. First thing I'd like to say, thank you to everyone who's watched it and commented anything. I very much appreciate it. I on, I almost always thought that YouTubers who talked about reading every single comment were being cornballs or something, but there may very well be some truth in that because it did fill me with a little warm fuzzy feeling seeing people saying that they like my work, even if they were my coworkers and friends. um, and but hey, I did get a random commenter, and so I suppose I'll actually start with his underscore PNDA panda, I assume, seems to be a small Minecraft YouTuber, which I think we've all been that at some point. I know back when I was in, fifth or sixth grade, maybe even fourth, I had, I had uploaded Minecraft videos, and that was, I'd continued doing that until after my parents' divorce a little bit for like I think I had deleted all of my old ones. Oh, I remember when I used to record with fraps with those big yellow, yellow and black outlined frame rates in the corner. It's crazy that stuff like OBS is just free now, right? So, anyways, trip down memory lane aside, PNDA says, let me see again. I probably should have had this pulled up. How does this only have 9 views? I don't know what it is about this video, but it is very appealing and should make, and you should make more art in this two-tone style. And he says again, yeah, okay, fair enough. Sorry, I think it was just a mispost. Anyways, um, so the two-tone style, uh, yeah, I guess I suppose it is a style. It's a but for me mostly it's just for use in studying. I assume where you getting the style from is the work of Mike Magnola, who is the artist and writer for Hellboy, which is a very, very famous Dark Horse comic, which I, of course, have not read because I am a deeply lazy person and I'd much rather just scroll on YouTube Shorts for however many hours a day, which I'm working on, I'm getting better at. That's actually one of the reasons why I am doing this video series. But yeah, obviously, I'm going to be making more art like this. So, PNDA, I am very happy that you enjoyed my video, and I wish you success in your YouTube career as well. Uh, all right, with that aside, on the topic of, let's start with the art style first, the black and white studies. I'm gonna be changing some rules around, I think, for myself. I have been doing 30 minutes. You'll actually see in this video a deviation from that. There's some editing in some of the first two clips because I had a friend over and we were hanging out and I was painting at the same time, so I didn't really apply the same time limit to myself, which maybe I should have. Maybe it could have been fun to see how much I could have done while they were distracting me. But that aside, I've noticed that that time limit may be too long. A couple of these I actually kind of finished. One of them I finished by 16 minutes, and another I finished 25, and then another I finished 30 on the dot, and I was pretty satisfied with. I think I might want to cut down the time to 15 minutes, maybe 20 at the most, and really see how fast I can push myself to make these decisions, because that's what this project is mostly. These are decision making practices, and it just really, really, first of all, analyzing values, seeing what values really help define a shape, how it emphasizes form, all that stuff. But it's also about pushing myself to post work, even if I don't like it. Because a lot of these things I would probably fiddle around with more if I could. And that's not always a good habit. Sometimes it's good. If you have like a good foundation on your work and it's looking good and it's coming along, sometimes it's okay to give it a little bit of time, sit on it for a bit, fiddle around with it later, come back to it. But, I have such a drought of content. I should I don't know. I might as well just post something. Yeah, yeah. It it's just about decision making. So, I think I'm going to be decreasing the time limit I set for myself, and yeah, I'll get more work done that way. I think that's what we want. I am getting to the point where I'm moving on to more complex forms with this artwork, and I'm actually quite proud of the final one I did today. Two of these were done yesterday. Well, actually, one, two and a half were done yesterday. One of them I kind of didn't really finish, and I picked it up for 30 minutes, and I guess that's kind of cheating, but I don't know. It wasn't really that big of a deal, I don't think. But yeah, so we'll move on from that for now. And I guess on the topic of someone like Mike Mignola, art, inspiration, and well, actually, here, before that, I guess I've found a question for myself that I should ask. When does value and composition outrule how light works? Or does it need to? Can light value be used to convey a shadow shape? Those are questions that I'd like to answer at some point for myself, and that'll just take some studying. Anyways, so, Mike Mignola. I mentioned that I've never read Hellboy. I've seen both of the Guillermo del Toro movies, and sadly, the third one that was made in how a couple years ago, not as good in my opinion. But I've never read the original comics, even though I quite like the style. It's very very obviously the harsh shadow shapes draw out a lot of interest and make it very dramatic. It's fun. I have seen the Amazing Screw-On Head, which keeps true to Mike's style, pretty spot on. Very good pilot. It's a shame it didn't get picked up. You guys should all watch the Amazing Screw-On Head if you have the time to. It's only like 15 minutes, I think. It's pretty short. Um, but yeah, I don't read a lot of stuff that I should. I don't know a lot of artists. I don't know any classical art. Leonardo, Da Vinci. I know like two guys. That's just one, and that's just one guy. And uh, Da Vinci wasn't even his name. That was where he was from. So I don't know. I don't know any of their art. I know that David or whatever, not David, Michelangelo painted like the Sistine Chapel or whatever, but I really couldn't tell you anything about their art. And so I wanted to go through and maybe appreciate some artists that I like a lot. Mike Mignola, despite not having read his work, I do like his style. I love the way he draws heads. Very, very fun. Almost chimp like. And he's got a good way of caricaturizing them. I think it looks very good. Uh, a lot of my art inspiration is from video games. I really like Team Fortress 2. Those of you who have seen Flight of the Knife TF2 Spoonage know that, hopefully. Very much like that game. And Moby Frankie was a big. Moby Frank? E? Anyways, uh, Moby Frank. Whatever. He was a pretty big influence on the game's direction. I don't know if he did all of the concept art you see when you look up, uh, TF2 concept art, but I know he did a bunch of portraits, and I love those portraits. They're very, very, again, a lot of character. I like them. Very warm, soft colors. Classics, to be honest, in the video game art world, I think. Uh, Not a video game guy, but Kim Jung Gi, big inspiration, really pushed me into wanting to draw from imagination and really an interview with him done by Proco, I believe, really pushed me into thinking that, oh, I can do anything if I put my mind to it, which is maybe true, maybe not true. We'll have to see how things go. Um, Alexander Rostov, he did, I believe he did the portraits for, he did like all the portraits for Disco Elysium, and I think he did the skills portraits as well. I know that the thought cabinet art was done by a different guy, I believe. But still, I really like the way he does. I don't know. I like his brushwork. I like those expressive, impressionist, weird, surrealist backgrounds that he does, and I like how he'll use character theming in them. Like sometimes characters will be fading into the world. Other people, like Kim is highlighted. Uh, Not the other Kim, the Kim from the game, is highlighted with like a light in the background, like he's a saint, or like he's like you're looking up at him underneath like a ceiling light, you know, very thematic, very cool. And oh, Jonah Loeb. I really like Jonah Loeb's work. I didn't know what he had done until recently because he uploaded a video about his work at Bethesda. He did the modern Deathclaw, and I think he did the old Deathclaw too. He also did the giants from Skyrim, and the Draugr, and the Mirelurk King. And the Mirelurk King and the Deathclaw happen to be my two of my favorite designs from Fallout 4. I think honestly, out of all of the art style changes done to that series in the hands of Bethesda, I think that the creature designs have been the strongest personally, and that is in no small part to Jonah Loeb's work, which he has a small comic out called, I think, Something to Level 1. Honestly, just go to his website. He's got a little comic. You should read it because it's a passion project of his, and more artists need people supporting their small passion projects. Or not small. Well, it is small because the character is small, but not in like scope. It's big in scope. Um, yeah. So I guess some games that have inspired me. I love Kenshi. I think it has a very strange atmosphere to it, and it all culminates into a really cool art style. Team Fortress, Disco Elysium, whatever. Morrowind. I have not beat Morrowind. I have played like 10 hours of Morrowind, and I just spent all the whole time flying around with really powerful potions. But the art style of Morrowind is very strong, and I love how alien it feels when compared to something like Skyrim. And I really kind of want to finish Morrowind, and I want to play like the Tamriel Rebuilt mod. Shout out to Warlocracy for talking about those because they look like really cool projects. And also, I just like Warlocracy. He's a cool guy. Let's see. Fortune's Run. Unfortunate circumstances in that game development uh, news, but like if you ignore that part, the game itself is pretty cool, and you should go buy the demo on Steam. And I can't tell you anything about the stuff going on behind the scenes, but not really my place, so don't worry about it. Just go check it out and see if you like immersive sims, if you like Dishonored, basically, if you like System Shock, or I don't know, I guess Bioshock too. Anything with a shock in the name, Toxic Shock, I don't know, Cruelty Squad, go check it out. And it looks like I have overreached my time, so yeah, it's very late. I'm very tired, and ideally you guys are too. And I hope you get to go to bed. I'll see you the day after tomorrow with some more updates on my practice. Good luck in all of your future endeavors, and I'll see you soon.